Yeah, see, thugging. Uh, we're talking about thug life. The word thug is really a East Indian word. You know, that's they had gangs over in East India. You know, that would rob those Englishmen that would come over there. And they adopted the word thug. Uh, so Tupac made it kind of famous, you know, thug life. But it's really, you know, like those who they call themselves a roughneck uh, or gangsters. Uh, it's a way of life on the big city streets, and it's a culture really, and it has its own vernacular or its own jargon and its own lifestyle. And when I found out that you didn't, when they say you don't punch no time card when you hustling on the streets, they right, man, cause you be up all night. It ain't no easy life. Plus, you gotta worry about when you gonna get took out. You gotta worry about getting robbed. You gotta worry about those who are loyal in your crew. So if you're not strong, you might start using your own product, which most of them do. You got to be a strong cat to be a thug. You know, I mean, a successful, semi-successful, because you'll never be a successful one. You reach a certain degree of reputation, you know, and but the biggest thug is the Caucasian, and this is what I've been speaking on all the time. The real thug, the real gangster, is the Caucasian. We're gonna get into the science of that, but I'm gonna tell you how the black man got caught up in it. You know, if you look at Roots, you'll see Chicken George tried to buy his freedom. So his old man was white. You know, the Chuck Connors, and he taught him the hustle gang of chicken cockfighting. You know, and he was very successful in that. That was just a brief, uh, brief synopsis or analysis of how the black man he was introduced to hustling and gangster and all like that. See, I had two uncles that were my mother's two oldest brothers were gangsters on Hastings Street. One was a gangster and a pimp. The other one was a hustler and a pimp. But they all pimped. And the oldest one, he had a dyke wife for you know, she was a hoe, but she was, you know, she liked women too, you know. And anyway, getting to you by me watching them and plus observing myself, because they was doing this back in the 30s and 40s. Uh, they were from St. Louis, Missouri. You know, my mother was born in St. Louis, Missouri, and my father was born outside of Little Rock in Salahachie. He was a country boy, you know. But they catch on fast when they come up to the city. You know, they learn fast. You know. Anyway, my father, he was a working man, but he had a little hustle in him too. You know, his foster father, or what I could say, adopted old man, was a hustler and a Mac daddy. But he owned the real estate. He had a pool room and a restaurant and an after hours joint. See, and so anyway, uh, y'all guys that want to be conscious, but got a little bit of game in you, a little bit of hustle game, street game in you. Your weakness is that dollar. You know, it's not so much of sex. I don't want to use that word. It's not. It's not. You know, because real pimps, you know, they weakness ain't a woman. You know, they weakness is that dollar. And most guys that kind of hustle a little bit, you know, they want that dollar. Everybody else, you know, are tricks or suckers. You know, but since that's your weakness, you become a trick or a hoe for the white man, Caucasian. You know, so we'll get back into it in the next one. We'll get a little deeper. Black Light out.